In the heart of a bustling African village named Nengi, where the narrow street teemed with light by day and fell silent under the cloak of night, there was a tale as haunting as the whispering wind, a tale of the crying child. Legend had it that long ago, a tragedy befell a young mother and her child in the depths of the night. Lost and alone, the child wandered the streets, its cry echoing through the darkness like a mournful melody. Those who dared to approach the child were met with misfortune, a fate sealed by the unseen hands of destiny. Among the villagers, the tale of the crying child was whispered in silent tones, a cautionary reminder of the dangers that lurked in the shadows. Parents warned their children to steer clear of the ghostly apparition, lest they too fall victim of its cursed embrace. And so, the legend lived on, a spectral spectre haunting the streets under the cloak of darkness. But despite the warnings, there were those who were drawn to the plaintive cries of the crying child, those whose heart ached with empathy and compassion. Among them was Malaika, a kind-hearted young woman with a gentle soul and a fearless spirit. One moonlit night, as Malaika made her way home from the market, she heard the faint sound of a child's cry echoing through the deserted streets. Unable to ignore the call of distress, she followed the sound, her heart pounding with a mixture of fear and determination. And there, beneath the flickering light of a street lamp, stood the crying child, a ghostly figure bathed in moonlight, its tear-streaked face a haunting reflection of sorrow and longing. Without hesitation, Malaika approached the child, her arms outstretched in a gesture of comfort. But as she drew near, a chill wind swept through the air, carrying with it a sense of foreboding. Malaika hesitated, her instincts warning her of the danger that lay ahead. But her compassion overrode her fear, and she pressed on, determined to ease the child's suffering. With each step closer to the child, the air grew colder, the darkness closing in around them like a suffocating shroud. And as Malaika reached out to touch the child's trembling form, she felt a sudden chill run down her spine, a chill that froze her to the core. In that moment, Malaika knew that she had made a grave mistake, that she had fallen victim to the curse of the crying child. And as the darkness enveloped her, she felt herself being pulled into the abyss, her screams echoing through the night like a lament for the lost. But just as all hope seemed lost, a voice pierced through the darkness, a voice filled with sorrow and regret. It was the voice of the child's mother, a ghostly apparition who had been doomed to wander the earth in search of her lost child. Moved by Malaika's selflessness and compassion, the mother reached out to her, pulling her back from the brink of oblivion. And in that moment of salvation, a bond was forged between them, a bond of empathy and understanding that transcended the boundaries of life and death. From that day forth, Malaika became a guardian of lost souls, guiding them to the light with her compassion and kindness. And though the legend of the crying child lived on, it served as a reminder to all who heard it of the importance of empathy, compassion, and respecting the boundaries between the living and the dead.